Yeah.
What up, y'all? This is episode 21, People's Podcast. Today we're gonna be discussing the shutdown, recent shutdown of the state of Michigan. I mean, I know other people got different states, but from my understanding, other governors following suit. We're gonna have that discussion. Also, we're gonna discuss 2020 being trash for all celebrities, rappers, just everybody leaving out the game. But I'm gonna start first. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Then we're gonna start.
This is Ash here.
What up, Ash?
What's up?
What up, though?
Jason.
What's up, Jason?
What up, Jay?
What's going on, Ross?
Good.
Y'all know me, the one and only Dub Shack.
What's up?
All right.
Uncle Ray, artist formerly known as Mr. Right.
All
What
right
up,
now. All right. First, I'm gonna say, Ashton, we miss you. We needed a lot of fact check last episode.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh man, you know how it is. Game came out, man. I had to get that stream on.
Yeah.
Wow, feel you.
That's like when y'all doing y'all podcast.
Yeah, motherfuckers going crazy over that PS5.
Yeah. They catching fire though.
One of my boys
Yeah.
that's in Philly, he had his PS5 stolen off his porch.
Damn.
Off his porch.
Yeah,
Right, I
they
can
delivered
believe
to
it.
The
him.
PS5, they ain't no adapt, no phone charger. You supposed to be sitting there with a
Yeah.
No, what they do?
$500 machine.
What they do? Deliver it or
Right.
something? They
Yeah.
left it on his porch.
Yeah, they said they was going to deliver by 3, so they didn't deliver by 3, and they had the time changed to 6. So he said he went to go get something and come back. They said, oh, it came early and inspected and it was gone. Checked his video camera, and some dude just walked on the porch, grabbed it, and dipped.
Right.
That's so
Oh,
messed
that's wild.
But I ain't shocked because they left a corporation printer at my doorstep, like one of them big huge ones, and then they put the order of bath bombs on top of it that was supposed to come to the address.
Damn. You still got a whole industrial printer.
Industrial printer. It was sitting on
Right.
a dolly or
Nobody took it because they didn't have nowhere to sell it at. They didn't know where to move it.
Right.
I don't even think it would have fit through my door, honestly. I'd be making pressing up all type of stuff.
Mhm.
DTE be through the roof.
Right.
All right.
But
so,
you could print a whole bunch of shit though.
yeah, but you get tired of printing stuff. What could you
Right.
print? Like
Right. Just be printing shit for the hell of it.
counterfeit
Just 'cause you
$1
got it.
bills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb shit.
He's the everything.
Right.
But so what do y'all think about well, first of all, I will ask y'all this. Let me rephrase that. What do y'all think is the cause of this spike in the corona cases?
People not keeping their ass at home.
Stupidity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
answer right there.
And people
Okay.
people
So
not washing their damn hands.
Okay, so
People not covering their damn face, their
Right.
mouths with the damn mask they supposed to be wearing.
dig a little
Right.
deeper.
Motherfuckers
What,
gathering more than 20 or more.
dig a little deeper now. What about what do y'all say about the leadership of this?
Oh, definitely. That's
Yeah,
from that
leadership
goes
ain't
without
got.
saying.
Okay.
No, because of the when it initially when it first started, the whole task force that was put together
before it started, he disbanded the task
that's what
force.
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that wasn't even there in place. And he was kind of Johnny come lately when it started. And I'll admit too that when I first heard about it, I kind of took it lightly too, because it seemed like every 10 years is some type of pandemic threat, like H1N1, swine flu, bird flu, Ebola. You know what I mean? Like every 10 years, they tell you everybody about to die from something. So
Something told me this would be different though. I don't know what it
yeah,
was.
I
Yeah,
thought
they've been
I thought
telling
it was
us
fake.
about it.
Yeah, I thought it was fake at first, or just scare tactics, because it seemed like that's all you see on the news is something to be scared of.
Well, propaganda, most
Yeah,
definitely.
that's how the news is designed. Nobody
Right.
pays attention to happy stuff.
Right.
Strategy, look what's going
Happy
on
stuff.
here.
Yeah, happy
Right.
stuff don't get ratings.
And
It
then
don't get
but
ratings.
you gotta look at it like this too. After I see all the death and tolls rising and stuff, I don't want to see no damn kitten. or no damn puppy after that.
True
I'm gonna
that.
go,
True.
you know, I just want to go in whatever hole I'm in and just hope it get over with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But then, of course, I started to take it seriously and see that this is, you know, especially when the whole world was affected, the whole planet. You know, and I'm like, okay, this is something different.
Well, it never hit home until it hit family.
Family
Yeah.
and friends.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
once we saw that,
And motherfuckers still getting out here like they don't care about their family and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight
I
up.
had a friend
Even
that
got
died. And they turned around, had a memorial. They at the memorial, 35, 40 people. Nobody got a mask on. You having a memorial for a guy that just died from this disease, and y'all still don't got no mask on.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
the stuff that I can't conceive people doing though, and they do it.
Mm-hmm. And it's people like arrogant about not wearing it and downing you for wearing it. I walked into a gas station and this dude go shake his head and go, this country is going to shit. Because I had a mask on.
This
You know what
country,
I'm saying?
this country started off as shit.
Right. I just laughed at him and told him, I said, but it's a beautiful day though, because it was sunny as hell.
Right.
Misery love company. So when motherfucker that miserable to say something to a stranger, you just best way to respond is either don't respond at all or be happy than a motherfucker.
Or
You know
I would have just been like, me
Laugh
personally,
at
I would just been like, it is, and just went on about my day, paid for my
Yeah,
whatever I was getting, whatever.
He couldn't see my smile through my mask, but I was like, man, I looked up in the sky and shit. But I said, yeah, but it's a beautiful day today, ain't it? You know, his face turned red and shit. You know.
Yeah. They know a lot of times when they that miserable and upset, like you get tunnel vision, you get blindsided by anything positive.
Yeah.
You want
Right.
that
Some
negativity.
attention anyway.
Yeah.
Somebody that miserable, they lonely. They need somebody that want a reaction out of somebody. To get
Right.
them something.
That's why I ain't giving it to
basic
him.
mindset.
Yeah. And it pissed him off even more, you know. And that wasn't my intention. I don't want to piss nobody off, but shit, I don't want nobody to piss me off either, you know. Keep that negativity to yourself.
Man, I wish Rick was here. He did a story. He my fucking ghetto hero for the shit he did. He made a motherfucker walk to the police and go get them and like, come here, he doesn't have a mask.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shit, the police was like, this was before though. He was like, I
real.
can't enforce that.
You know what? I feel
before
like
though, the law, they made it a law.
I feel like all these people pushing against the mask and you know, like being arrogant about, not, people wearing it and shit. I got the same attitude towards the notion of removing all the warning labels off of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is hot or do not do all these little simple ass warning labels
Some stuff
on shit.
you already should know.
Right. So you figure you remove all that shit and just eliminate all the dumb motherfuckers anyway.
That's something that ain't nobody saying about either. Like you said, every 10 years or so, it's something that goes on. There's something if something happens, right? If you look at history, every few years it was always a good war. A war pop off, somebody starts something. Oh, we gotta go, and you eliminate so much of the population because so many people didn't go on the war and died and didn't come back. Yeah, you can't just pop a war off now. So like, it's easier to kill people off than it is to send the war.
Yeah, war is money.
Most definitely. But in this day and age, everything is money if you know where to put it at.
So y'all don't feel like this was a biochemical war?
In a sense, I
suspect that.
Well, after we did that trade embargo
from
with China,
after
we ended the trade with China,
from China on
like,
us?
take this here.
Oh, because here's a question. Why is it that America is the only one that's still having these incredible numbers? It started in China, but China, they haven't reported cases in how long?
Because we
can't be touched.
Right.
No,
Right, but still though, they did open back up, and when they opened back up, when China opened back up, they numbers went back up, so they shut back down. See, we're too much of Americans to where we don't want to shut the whole motherfucking country down. We can't afford that.
Too much money.
So in order for us to beat this, but you ain't got the money.
No, and that's another thing, though, too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
America has that money. It's set aside. Trump is also actually delaying programs and stuff on his way out. He's not helping with the transition. There's grants and stuff for everything.
Yeah, he want to
sitting
take
there.
he gotta go home. He's taking his ball. Y'all can't
He taking
play
the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't pick me on y'all team. I'm taking my ball.
Taking his ball, go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what he doing, man.
That was
You know,
that was a
and
big
riling up.
right.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if he won, then it wasn't no fraud. If he lost, it was fraud, and he acted like a big ass spoiled child right now. You know, and he putting the whole country in danger while doing it. You
Especially for a person that's already, you already got money. So what are you crying about?
He got a lot of debt.
You gonna take your $250,000 for the rest of your life for doing nothing, plus the money you already got. So take your money and go.
He ain't take that $250,000.
Huh?
He ain't take no money from
his presidency.
He dang there wasn't finna even move in the White House.
Right. He ain't take none of that money.
Definitely
it wouldn't be nothing. You wouldn't be surprised.
Right. So he don't get none of that money for the rest of his life. He don't get shit. He ain't take it. He donate that money.
He ain't like
he's got a lot of debt that's coming up due in the near future as well too, like billions of dollars in debt.
Sound like another bankruptcy to me. I ain't got it.
That's all they do. That's all the rich do.
Yeah.
They write it off. So I mean,
together. I ain't got it. Write it off. Y'all, everybody gets their money.
My thing is, shit,
leaving out of office.
What's the question?
I say he might be facing jail time leaving out of office.
He ain't facing no jail time leaving out of office.
He definitely facing some indictments. I mean, as far as jail, I don't know if it'll go that far, but he's definitely investigated.
That makes some sense. Put it in me. Talk about it for a week, let it die down.
Everything about it. Yeah.
And people are too fickle. It's like, hey, what happened to this?
That's what they done with that impeachment.
They did all this.
When they tried to impeach him, that's what they done. They ain't have nothing to impeach him on.
Yeah. Well, he was impeached.
He was impeached, though. Impeached doesn't mean you get prosecuted or you get in trouble for anything. Impeachment is
that's what I'm saying. They didn't have nothing to make the impeachment go through. If they would have done it, then he wouldn't have been our president.
No, the impeachment did go
just
through.
Like they done.
The impeachment did go through.
If he would have been found guilty of the impeachment, we wouldn't have had him as a president.
He was. Impeachment doesn't mean that you're removed from the presidency. Impeachment don't mean that you can get impeached and still be president. Clinton got impeached, but he was still president.
He can't. They got him up out of there when old girl sucked his fucking dick in the office.
That was impeachment hearings and everything, but he didn't.
Right,
and they got him up out of there, didn't he? No, he won his second term.
Yeah,
he did.
He did. He won his second term. Trump only person only did one term.
Right. Well, I think it was like 5 other presidents that
I just got new information on the impeachment.
Oh
man, he was acquitted of the impeachment.
He pulled in, was watching y'all.
In February, he got acquitted of it. That's why nobody ever said anything else about it.
Oh, he was acquitted of it? Oh, I thought it went through.
Right, that's why
But still, though, if you get impeached, that don't mean that you have to give up your presidency. Some people do.
If he convict them, if you're impeached, you have to give up the presidency. You might not get no jail time.
Exactly.
Right. You giving up.
You gotta give up your seat.
If you get found guilty, though, he was acquitted. So it's like, and it was if you think about it, it was so quiet. It was like, oh, we're gonna impeach him. And I sat back and I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Right, Marcus, you got your note.
You're not gonna finish. Okay. That's not gonna finish, and it just died down. And everybody started talking about something else.
Well, Pelosi,
right, because all the shit that they had on them was.
Oh, it was real stuff, but it was like, man, it's one of those just like when Obama bailed out the big 3. Some companies, you're too big to fail. No, it's too much attention on this. Too much attention on him as the president. He draws a lot of attention, whether it's negative or positive. He draws a lot of attention. So hey, the world's video. Why y'all looking at that? Yeah, let's keep them on focus on that over there.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's everyday people not paying attention like that.
He said everyday people. Word up.
Yeah. No pun.
Word up. Yeah, that's a lot of people get distracted too. You know what I'm saying? And that's another element of media as well, you know, to keep people distracted or
If you look,
focus on.
you're right. Look at the timeline of the year. It started with impeachment, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Started with a simple
did.
question. Y'all done went back 20 years, convict Bill Cosby of raping some ugly man. But y'all talking about they didn't, all these other dudes that got accused, they didn't rape and molested and did all types of stuff. Ain't no charges filed. Y'all this happened 2 years ago. Y'all didn't file charge. Oh no. Look at this over here. Oh, what's that? And everybody
look.
Everybody look. And
they did Bill Cosby dirty.
Anything else about it.
Right. He's still smiling. I hope he's alive to get out to tell his story too.
Yeah.
And the crazy
they did him dirty. I think he just pissed off the wrong people, powerful people.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed out, it was like he tried to buy NBC, ended up in prison. Prince tried to buy what, Sony?
Yeah.
No, all Prince wanted to do was get his rights to his music on Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, and he did. He got all this shit back, and he was fighting for years for that shit, and he got it all back, and he ended up dead. Michael Jackson, he owned 50% of Sony's catalog. Yeah, and so he had one more contract to fulfill with them, and he was going to leave them owning half of it. So
that's why they called it "This Is It."
Yeah, man. So he was about to destroy Sony. They didn't think he was as smart as he was, because most entertainers, they focused on the music and not the business. And he been in it since he was what, 10 or something?
8 or 9, something like that.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
So and he soaked up a lot of game. You know, they figured he was just out there.
Look at Barry Gordy. Barry Gordy is in that motherfucking game straight grimy. So he learned watching him like, okay, I see how he moved. Right. I got to have some ownership.
Right.
He owned more of the Beatles catalog than
they was sick.
Paul McCartney and all that.
Him and Mike fell out over that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a smart dude. And look what they did. There was a campaign to assassinate his character first.
Oh yeah.
You know, and keep him in and out of court. And that still didn't, you know what I'm saying? That still didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? And they literally killed him. Yep. And they still, you notice he during that whole thing, he still had fans worldwide.
Oh yeah,
because yep, and he still do. And you notice how they tried to hurt his sales and all that shit while he was alive, but then as soon as he died, they was pumping the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jackson here and there, you know what I mean? They was promoting the hell out of it after he died.
Yeah.
What Jada Kiss say, Dead Entertainers get better promotion.
Definitely. We seeing that more and more, especially this year. Yeah. And that leads in the segue of it's a horrible year for entertainers.
Yeah, because I can't think, what's the boy's name? Not Pop Smoke.
Vaughn.
King Vaughn.
The brother from Cali, Nipsey.
Nipsey.
A lot of people didn't know who Nipsey was. They didn't know the music until he died. Like if you had listened to his music before, like this is the guy that started off hustling, selling weed. But he met a lot of rappers, so he's like, oh, you know what, I can do this too. He was selling mixtapes in front of the if you read the story, he was selling mixtapes in front of the strip mall. So mixtapes and grinding, kept his money, ended up buying the entire one store at a time, bought the whole strip mall. His last deal that he was working on was a deal with Silicon Valley, where you could only get his music. You had to come to his store to buy his
some tech shit. He was on some tech shit.
He was always like, you came from straight ghetto nothing, and you changing the game. But everybody didn't know that, so they thinking, oh, it's another dead rapper shot. No, this brother was making
he was making moves
that nobody didn't know about.
And he was about to make a documentary about Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody started talking about Sebi.
My nephew knew him personally.
Dr. Sebi or Nipsey?
Nipsey.
Okay.
Yeah, he knew him personally. Like knew, you know what I'm saying? They used to probably, talk to each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was on to something, man. And really a lot of people don't remember that the first person who brought light to Dr. Sebi was Left Eye.
Yeah, I do.
She was in Honduras
with him.
That's what she was going. He had the thing, the little, I won't call it like a villa or whatever, but yeah, he had a whole little healing compound. Like, come down here, rest, relax, heal, get your mind together.
But he been doing this for decades, but a lot of people didn't know about it. You know, the government took him to court and tried to sue him for malpractice, I believe, because he claimed to cure AIDS and herpes and diabetes and all this stuff. And he went to court and defended himself and was clear. He proved his case. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently,
Well,
I do have
it was a technicality though. He proved it on. It was like he wasn't working. He wasn't
as a doctor.
Yeah.
He wasn't a physician.
So that helped him a lot. So, but at the same time, the proof is still in the pudding.
I mean, you know, yeah, I've been hip to Sebi for a while, and that's what made me not take that diabetes medicine. You know what I'm saying? And start doing natural stuff. And I mean, you know, he researches stuff. And I mean, he ain't the only one. There's other Dr. Sebis. Not no other Dr. Sebis, but there's other people out there that's on that. And you know, big pharmaceutical don't want that to happen, or the medical, you know, or the medical field.
To know that if you actually take care of yourself will take care of you.
Yeah.
Like if you give your body enough time and you take care of it properly, a lot of stuff you will actually heal from without having to do all those or take all those. Take this for your blood pressure, but the blood pressure makes your water go up. So you need a water pill.
Now you gotta take water pills. Yeah.
So but then that throws you off. If you taking 15 pills and all you have was one simple issue.
Mm-hmm. We supposed to be eating our medicine, and we eating the shit that's making us sick.
Yeah.
Well, with all that processed stuff though, it's killing you slowly.
Mm-hmm.
FDA approved too.
FDA, food and drug. Yep. It's vicious cycle.
You talk about food and the drugs.
Yeah, that we was talking about that last time.
About that, yeah, exactly.
don't be mad.
One
I
of the same.
One show, and I was driving, so I only watched one show while I was late. Now let me just see what they be talking about on here.
But yeah, we touch bases on everything from the.
It's one of the same now.
Yeah, it is the same. You ingest it in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar
is the worst one.
Alter your mood and
natural. You're gonna pay a lot more for your natural food. Oh, this is organic.
Oh, it costs 3 times much. Yeah, it costs pretty healthy.
You know what? If I can grow it myself, I can get it for a whole lot cheaper.
But they putting obstacles into that too.
Farm mentality, though.
Yeah, they putting obstacles into that too. They starting to, you know, like Monsanto. They got some of these farmers. It's to where they can only use their seeds, and these seeds are genetically modified. So when you plant them into that ground, you can't put any other seeds than what Monsanto give you, or they won't grow right.
Oh, that's hurtful.
Yeah, that's diabolic.
Listen. It's not on my, as a person that would be affected by that. I would be like, man, that's some bull crap. But on my business mind, that was smooth. Y'all put down a classic with that one.
It affects us all because we consume it. It's showing up at your local grocery store. That's the shit we eat. So if they genetically modifying it to, you know, do that shit before they even put it in the ground, what you think it's doing to us when we eat it?
Right, once you actually get it and it grew up. Like I said, never eat seedless foods because everything in nature,
got seeds.
Produce this stuff. It needs seeds. If there's no seeds, that means it's genetically modified.
Yeah, we thinking convenience, man. But no, you gotta have them seeds in that watermelon and them oranges and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, easy access, my greedy ass shit. I ain't gotta be You got like, with the rind.
That's the truth, man. Hey, that's a pretty pitch you got. That boy or girl?
Man, it's a girl. I don't know what she mixed with, but she just bad as a mud. She want to be on camera too. She like, oh no. Yeah. She ain't got no comments. She brings nothing to the conversation.
Just compare. Yeah.
Pets like that. Like, love me. Look at me. Love me. Look at me. Look what I can do. Love me.
Yeah, I got a blue girl.
Okay. Cut it out. Sit down. Turn my pants all the way. Got me covered in fur right now. I just got her a bath.
Right.
I'm talking about you. Shut up.
Yeah, dogs know when you're talking about them too.
Yeah,
they'll turn in shame or they'll bark or something.
Uh-huh. Oh, they know. They definitely know.
Been up under me since she was like 2 months old. When I move, I'm like Ludacris on this dog. When I move, she move.
Right.
Yeah, that's how the cat be when I get off to work, but that ain't gangster though. Like meow, like come on now, look, go on, man. You know I had a rough day and all. You know I don't want to sleep with no cat. You know.
Hey, you should get the cat like a spiked leash, a spiked collar and a leash, and start walking around.
How bad they is, and they will walk in it.
Need that old Heathcliff action. Like your cat with all the dogs in the neighborhood. Like, no, Heathcliff out there.
Right. No doubt. So yeah, what do y'all feel about this? Like as far as locking down, a lot of people they don't. I know it's not convenient. But what do y'all feel about the lockdown?
It inconveniences people, but it's like, yo, if you're too stupid to do what you need to do to take care of yourself, then the government has to actually step in and tell you what to do. Right. Go for it. The government,
they talk about
go for it. All you gotta do is sit down for a minute, wait for a minute. Then you take the power away from them. Like, no, we did what you said. Now, if it's still out there, I mean, y'all keeping it out there, not us.
Right. See, that's common sense.
We've been in the house.
Yep, that's common sense. But you can't get enough people to go along with it because no matter how many times they do it, you're gonna have them people like, fuck this. I mean, you see them big old parties they was having. Yeah, control. They think it's about control. And I get that. I get that way of thinking too. But I mean, right now it's about survival. This ain't the first pandemic, that hit the planet. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have
stop it.
Back in the day, the last one in the early 1900s, before we had the technology and the means to try to stay in front of it and develop medicine for it.
It's coming from.
They got through it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like here we are better equipped. Well, supposedly better equipped, and we acting a fool.
Because of that, you think you better equipped. We got more stuff they didn't have.
The cases of COVID from Trump's campaign.
What's that?
I'm having Ash look up the cases of COVID from Trump's campaign and also his Secret Service detail, the one that how many caught COVID.
How many people caught COVID from the Trump campaign?
Trump campaign and his security detail, Secret Service.
I've heard from two different medical professionals personally that pretty much said we all gonna get it. And what they're doing is trying to make it more manageable because if everybody get it or too many people get it at the same time, we don't have the medical facilities that enough room in the medical facilities to handle it all. So a lot of us probably already had it. Like I think I already had it last year before it even hit the news. You know what I mean?
What's the second part you want me to look up?
Secret Service agents caught COVID.
But everybody's individual, so it has the potential to, it has deadly potential. But some people can get it, and it's just like a common cold, whereas somebody else can get it, and it either kill them or mess with their internal organs and make them sick for the rest of their life. It's just
incapacitate the hell out of them.
Yeah. So
what made me think that I watched every season of The Walking Dead, right? And when they got up one day, he was like, but this thing that makes everybody turn, it's like we all got it already. Once they realized that it's in the air, it had to be in the air because everybody has, no matter who it is. When you die, you get. I'm like, I heard that the COVID started getting bigger. I'm like, it's already in the air. Yeah, so you trying to avoid it. It's in the air. So just accept the fact that it's out there and do what you can to prepare yourself.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Hold on 1 second. It's Terry.
Yo,
what up?
What's up?
Not much. Glad to have you back. Just to do a real quick recap, we talking about the lockdown situation and also other things that made us worse, like we spiking more than ever, terrible. And then we were touching on basically this year is a bad year for entertainers and rappers. But right now, Ashton is about to give me the statistics of people that caught COVID during Trump's campaign, like his rallies and stuff, and then his Secret Service detail.
All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and see. So at the 18 Trump rallies held between June 20th and September 11th, analysts COVID 13 weeks following each event. So far, 30K confirmed cases of COVID during the Trump campaign rallies.
That's 30,000, y'all.
30,000. That's what that means. That's about over 700 deaths that was recorded, and that may not necessarily mean like the absolute number of deaths, but it says over.
It's still up there, even if it's close or minus or a little bit over. That's a lot.
And then the Secret Service office said to have over 130 people infected with COVID.
And just think, when you say follow blindly, that's the epitome.
Oh yeah.
And they still out there marching, talking about the
stop the count.
You know, stop the steal. And they still gathering. I think Trump, you know, for the next 20 years, they still gonna be having rallies for Trump, man. Regardless of it ain't even gonna be political no more. You know, they just love it. They just love it too much. It's gonna be Trump rallies every few months. You know, right?
It's gonna be like Confederacy. Yeah, you know y'all lost. Why y'all still out here?
Right. That's pretty much exactly what it is.
No, you won't. You're done.
Yeah, I seen a video, you know, of some footage of that stop the steal thing, and it was a dude with a Confederate flag with Trump on it, saying "Stop the steal." You know what I'm saying? It's like that's so ignorant. Like, dude,
what's even more ignorant is he refusing. What's even more ignorant is he refusing to concede, man. It's other stuff that needs to go in motion with this transition to get people back on the right track and everything, and he just holding up like it. So
and that's hurting us all. That's putting our safety in you know what I mean, in danger. I mean, a lot of things. I mean, that's very important for that transition to happen smoothly. You know what I mean? Because it's to set the next person. It's to set your predecessor up for success. You know what I mean? And how selfish you got to be to like just, you know, to not go through with that process. You know, how many other people, you know, putting everybody's life in danger, putting the country in danger, putting our standing in danger.
He's clearly extreme. We've known that since the 80s.
Yeah, man.
So
no
like,
doubt.
what you expect from a childish narcissist? Like, okay,
yeah,
gonna be some bull, but y'all wanted them in there. Now what you got?
Right, yeah.
They did, and I swear that they stopped the count with Hillary. I would have took her though. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I would listen. Now this one thing I gotta say that I like about having Trump in there, because when you sit up there, somebody screwing you and they using grease and you don't know it, and so it feels good. So it's like, okay, yeah, they with me. No, Hillary was gonna screw us hard.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. It would have felt good. But we would have been like, okay, you know, just like Bill did. Okay, we rolled
got you. I got you.
But when you get there, ain't no
standing there like, whoo,
listen, I don't
looking around.
about your life, none of that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's mean. No, he's the same.
At least he was up front.
They make it feel, I'm blatant about what I'm doing. I'm not finna sit there and sugarcoat like, hey, this is what it is. You don't like it?
You thought Bill Clinton was a bad president?
No, he was a decent president, but Bill screwed the hell out of people. And people just don't.
And a couple other people too, though.
With a smile, he just did it real smooth. Smooth.
He was screwing the hell out of people, man.
Motherfuckers didn't realize until, you know, 2 administrations later what the fuck Bill did.
And they still blame it on Bush, like Bush did it. Bush like, no, therefore I even got there. I just rolled with it.
But he can play the saxophone. That's
what won everybody over. He was on Arsenio blowing.
Right.
Like, I'm voting for him.
In the Oval Office.
I was 12. Like, I should vote for him. I'm gonna get up and go vote in the morning.
At 12.
I was 12.
Hey, let me in the booth.
You're right. Yeah. No, Clinton. I mean, I think the last real president that we had was the one who got assassinated, Kennedy.
Yeah. I hate that
his dirt too.
I can't say that.
Oh no, he had his dirt. But I'm talking about as far as like not being a total puppet. You know what I'm saying? And not, you know what I mean? I think the last true president we had was Kennedy.
That was gonna be a real cat. Like, hey, listen, this what we gotta do, and we're gonna do what we gotta do.
And we talked about this too, because remember J. Edgar Hoover was like, the mob don't exist.
Yeah.
All because they had his evidence against him, videos.
Oh, he
knew what he was about.
He had dirt on. He had dirt on everybody.
So
it was actually
he was a dirty motherfucker too.
Listen to that and leave me. I'm gonna focus over here and leave y'all alone. Y'all leave me alone.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then the Kennedys went along like, you know what? They do exist, and they offer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not to mention Maryland was going to come forward about everything too.
Right. I think they all had side pieces though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was, you go far enough in history, then that wasn't even looked at as that, it was like common, people in power, they had literally like several wives and harems and shit. That wasn't even a thing. Like
And
you couldn't even say, "Oh, he cheated."
I hate to say this, but
in history, the mentality that went with it, like David, King David's like, David in the scripture, you done went and had sex with your man wife and then had him whacked to cover your
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that. Yeah,
like this is what you did. Now, but everybody, when you think about it, you think about he killed Goliath, he brought Israel to greatness, he did all this good stuff.
But everybody got dirt on them. No, ain't nobody perfect, man. That's the thing.
We all got some stuff that we know saying we would rather not everybody not know about, but it's like, hey, that's life.
It is. That's part of it. That's part of the journey. Part of the journey. Yeah. Back in the day too, like kingdoms. You know what the word fuck come from? F-U-C-K. That stands for fornication under consent of king. And the reason that where that came, that wasn't a cuss word at first. That was an acronym.
Sounds British to me.
It is. It was. See, the reason why that came about.
I've heard that before too.
Right.
Yeah, I've heard.
The reason how that came about is because in order to rule, they figured that they had to have everybody, not just physically, but mentally too. So anybody that got married, they had to, the king was supposed to deflower their fiance before they even did.
Right. You saw that in the part too.
They had to so you got to get permission to have, you had to get permission to have sex with your wife or your wife to be, and the king had to hit it first. So that's, so after he did that, that's when you got the fornication under consent of king.
And then domestic violence got invented though too. After.
Oh hell yeah! Like
I don't know, man. White people been around for a long time.
After that, it's definitely gonna be around. It's gonna be in stone.
Well, shit. It used to be lawful, and I don't consent, of course, but that term rule of thumb.
Yeah.
You ever heard rule of thumb? That's where that came from. It used to be a rule that you couldn't hit your wife with nothing thicker or bigger than your thumb. That's what rule of thumb, the term rule of thumb comes from.
Damn. Dog, look, you got everybody like, I might need a little bit bigger something.
You know what I'm saying? That's horrible.
What about two of them?
Look, guys. I ain't playing with you.
I mean, it couldn't be the width of your thumb, like say a belt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It couldn't be the width.
It ain't working. It ain't working. Nope.
I ain't really doing nothing like that.
Thumb the shit out of her when she come on.
Oh, hey, your eyeball.
So yeah, we've come a long way as a human race. Needless to say.
Yeah. But some people do still get down like that though too.
No
ideas
doubt.
become laws. Some of you have ideas. You got the power to make your idea reality. You could be able to. It might be around for the next 100 years for somebody to realize, man, this shit dumb as hell.
It's like Willie Lynch.
And
Willie Lynch.
KRS-One put it best. He said, "Man-made laws, made man lost." Marinate on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, because a true law, what a law is. When you look at the etymology of, and the whole thought of a law. A real law can't be broken. Like, for instance, gravity. That's a law.
Yeah, laws of gravity.
Try breaking that shit.
You can manipulate it, but you can't break it.
You can't break it. Exactly.
Well, no, like I was telling you, the new element to the periodic table actually does that. Y'all need to check that out too.
Oh, yeah?
It's a new element?
Yep. And it came from the laboratories of so-called, not to be back on conspiracies, but a spaceship, something they have where they propose
Roswell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can, explain it, but it's a thing now.
You see they got up to that the International Space Station last night. Did anybody see that?
I was at work, bro. I was in the truck down in Tennessee last night. I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, they got. I guess I guess it's the first time they about to man it. Like they showed the not land the approach or whatever where they got attached to it, and then pressurize it so they can safely go into it and shit. So yeah, I saw the approach and everything, but I ain't seen nothing else. But I guess they up
I
there.
don't believe none of that. There's so much stuff on this earth in the United States they could be doing besides going outside of this motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. I believe they in there. I mean, because it's only like 60-something, 65 miles outside of the atmosphere, so it ain't in deep space or nothing. It's just
Yeah, but you got to get to the atmosphere first.
Yeah.
The planes fly above the clouds. They don't go past the atmosphere.
Right. No
So
doubt.
65. So how many miles is that to the atmosphere?
That I don't know.
I would ask that.
That's something I've never been asked that. I mean, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely.
I would see like the 65 we know of outside of it, but it seems like a hell of a lot before more than 65 before you get to the atmosphere.
And it's layers. I can't. There's layers.
Yeah, and it's
There's
different layers of
different.
And then like where
different spheres.
No, you're right.
Here.
That's where UV rays come in effect. So like there's certain UV rays getting through and stuff causing people skin cancer and stuff like that because of being broken because of pollution and stuff. But
ionosphere. That's where that's where they break through. I had to do some research on that when I was younger, and the ionosphere when the ionosphere is when it's breaking down, and that's actually where the rays actually break through at. On now, once they come through there, it's like, oh, you in trouble.
It's all over with. That's that layer of protection.
Yeah.
Huh? All right, thanks.
And then vitamin D and all that, you get that from the sun. But melanin has a price tag. Who'd have thought?
Now it does, yeah.
Stop, Ray. That's contagious. That's contagious.
I know. It sure is. I didn't even realize I did it.
No, I was like, I'm not even tired though. Like,
right.
Well,
no, that's worldwide. Melanin got a price tag.
Jason.
That's kind of strange that melanin has a price tag when like 90% of the people on the planet have melanin though.
Everybody got melanin.
Certain degree.
No, everybody has, everybody has melanin, but not enough to make
that's the thing. I was listening to somebody. It was something we was talking about white people, right? And it was like, wow, I'm like, white people aren't actually white. I say they're transparent. They just lack melanin.
Yeah, they lack melanin, but they still do. They just don't have it to the degree. They're not melanin rich like we are.
Oh,
but they do have melanin.
We super rich.
Yeah, but they do have melanin.
Well, y'all is. Y'all keep saying it. It's all good though. It's on what's on the inside will count. I don't see a difference, honestly. Not really.
That was good one right there. That was good.
He's silly. Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying though. Like, and that's why vitamin we absorb the things like vitamin D and stuff at a quicker rate. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to. Well, we protect ourselves from the UV rays as well, better. Because of the melanin.
Yeah.
But everybody has it. It's just, everybody. I think maybe, and I'm not sure of this, but maybe the only people that don't have it are albinos, but they might even have it, but just very low.
I've known a few of my growing up.
I got a question. You just said something to a T, Jason, not to cut you off, but
go ahead.
Where do albinos go after high school? You said you knew something, right?
I'm gonna tell you. Well, one is a activist. It's a albino here.
You saw what trouble he got into. May you seen that, didn't you? Right? He ain't gonna see light of day, right? You know that, right?
Oh, no doubt, man. Yeah.
Enlighten me.
No, it's this activist. Well, self-proclaimed activist.
Embezzler
from here. So he got chased out of Atlanta. He's an actor, actually. He was on what was that? Help me out, Abdul. That show he was on.
I just seen the police video.
Stranger Things or some shit. But he was an actor. But he like was kind of, to me, he seemed kind of like a con man. I wanted to give him the
What do you
benefit
mean
of the
seem
doubt.
like it? That's exactly
You know,
what the hell he is.
No,
Seem like it.
you know, but you know, like an opportunity, like an opportunist. Like, you know, he sees situations. I have to say though, he got a store here where the owners beat up this black dude. He got that store shut down and got their liquor license taken. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, like we was talking about, there's good and bad to everything. You know what I mean? So I
But
can't
you could
knock
buy
him
a
for that.
house and then stuff over $250,000 worth of stuff. He could have did more good.
Man, yeah, he did. Yeah, he bought a house with the funds and all that stuff, you know, allegedly. But
Allegedly.
anyway.
You don't own the rights to this murder.
Yeah,
Yeah, then we gonna keep that going.
Right. Somebody gonna answer that. Where E-Dub go?
Yeah, he got dipped out. And right now I do hope they know that I'm not gonna answer this. Speak on everything. Nope. It's work. It's not work, actually.
Oh no, that's work.
They gonna say.
If that's work, though, they didn't ran out chicken. They got a problem.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
No, hey, dog, that happened one time.
What, the phone ringing?
No, run out of chicken.
Oh,
because
you know what?
Burger King, my wife went to this Burger King like 3 times. They talking about they out of hamburger. How the
Yeah.
hell you the Burger King and you out of burgers?
The Burger King, yeah, he got to be the burger Duke from now on. Now Burger Prince.
Burger Prince.
You don't even if you run out, you don't even get Prince status. You got to go lower.
You go to the Duke, the Lord, Burger Lord,
ran out of burger.
Well, not once, on multiple occasions. It's like, hold up, man, wait a minute.
Crazy.
Man, I'm gonna say
Hey,
this.
don't
hasn't been the same since like forever.
since a long time. Since a long time. Like, what is that? They don't even sell potatoes no more as fries. Like McDonald's either. What are those, man? Those ain't potatoes no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
What you
I
talking
mean,
about?
I really don't. Something that, remember we was growing up and McDonald's was like that deal, like, yo, I want McDonald's.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like now McDonald's be like, yeah, stuff over there. I don't know
cool
what it
on
is.
McDonald's, yeah. It's not even food no more.
Everything
Have
changed
you
though.
ever-
Honestly, ain't nothing going to be the same like you gonna get like when you was little.
Yeah, it was
No,
actually
but when I
hamburger.
say,
You can
but
taste
like
hamburger.
the food is off. It's something wrong with it. I don't know what it is. And on a rare occasion I do eat it, tear my stomach up. And it's
Me
very
too.
rare that I eat it. Like I got back at 3 a.m. hungry, and that was the only thing going.
Yeah. Once you stop eating that shit and you eat it again, you gonna remember why you stopped eating it. You know, if you eat it a lot, you immune to it. You know,
you gonna
but
remember
no,
why you were toilet.
Been
right,
2
exactly.
You
No,
okay?
You gotta remember.
like, I don't know why the hell I got that shit. Man, it's you know what? It's not even food no more. Food is like an ingredient in it because they got greedy, so they got more fillers than food in it. In the hamburger, the potatoes. The only thing that's probably really real is
Everything
probably
on
the bread.
steroid and processed with something else.
Yeah.
It's
And
all
that shit don't-
injected with something.
Right. We ain't supposed to eat shit that you can leave out for 2 weeks and it don't deteriorate. It don't spoil. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the video where they actually like film like fries actually like staying out for like a whole year?
Yeah, a hamburger and all that stuff.
Y'all got to remember that though. Your body got digestive enzymes, so it's not gonna just be sitting there in your stomach. It's gonna get
but it's gonna work them systems too much, and that's what causes sickness. You know what I'm saying? If your body got to do that much work if your body got to do that much to break shit down, you know, then that's gonna cause sickness in your body. So, you know what I mean? And the most healthiest shit to eat, you can't leave out. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna go bad quick because
you can't leave lettuce out for like 2 days. It's
right.
You throw in trash.
Yep, or the fruit. You know, that certain fruits like you can only leave them on the table for a couple of days. You know, the organic ones. Right. You know what I'm saying? That stuff that been genetically modified, you can leave it out a little bit longer. You know, it'll last longer. You know, but we ain't supposed to be eating that shit. And I be eating the shit out of all that shit we talk about.
don't look at me because I get cussed out there. My wife looked at my truck was like, you ain't got nothing but death in this thing.
Man.
I'm like, babe, that's gonna last me a whole week. It's all death. The best thing I have in there is some grapes and some salad.
That's about it. Yep. And then you put like a pound of salad dressing on top of the salad, huh?
I got away from that. I used to do that.
I did.
That's
No
what I
lie.
did.
No lie. No lie. I don't want no lettuce.
I had to get away from. I had to start going light to try to get more lettuce in there. Like, I got to get some more health, a little healthier.
Yeah.
As you get older, you start thinking a little more. Like, I do want to be around for grandkids come around. You can't even play with them. Like,
right. You can't even get up off the chair.
Go give me some salad dressing.
Right. What are y'all tying my shoes?
Granddaddy can't get out this couch. Let me get him.
They're gonna take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Get up and do something there.
Take
your wallet in which pocket again?
Right. That's a shame, man. What has this world come to? You know? This seems like some motion picture shit, 2020 though.
2020.
You know what I'm saying?
This is rough.
2020.
Man, it's the roughest. And I'm just
rough. It's roughest on the unlearned though. So it's like if you have no sense of knowledge, it's really rough on you. But it's like if you can look and study and see what's going on, you can figure out how to benefit. That's from the big business. They're like, okay, this was going on. Like Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about how the housing market burst and all that. He was like, yeah, the housing market burst, this happened, that all this stuff was going wrong, but I made millions of dollars doing all that. Why? Because I knew what was going on and I knew how to take advantage of it.
Right.
So you look and say, okay, well, this is what's going on. Can I start a business? Okay, everybody locked down. What can I do to take advantage? Not in the sense of take advantage, but what can I do to take advantage of this situation to benefit myself and my family? I'm gonna come up out of this. I'm gonna come up out of this holding something. I got some friends. They bought a $300,000 house with like a $5,000 down payment because of COVID. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. Take advantage of the situation while you can.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is too, it's like when you look at the big picture as far as like race relations and politics and all that different stuff, for things to really change, because before this George Floyd thing, you had Trayvon, you can go all the way back to Emmett Till, you can go all the way back to Nat Turner. This shit it draws attention, and like you were saying earlier, then everybody talking about something else.
The next new thing,
right? And I think we got to the point, like a breaking point, to where if you pay attention, man, and if you look back, everything is cyclical. Everything goes in cycles. And,
definitely.
And I think we've reached a point where, it's gotten so bad that there's only the only way is up at this point. You get what I'm saying? It's gotten to the point where the other side of this shit gotta be wonderful,
Oh, I agree, but with the thing is the other side, it's still we ain't even got to the bottom yet.
True.
So it's gonna be something else to be like, 2020. Yeah. But at the same time, though, I can gladly say I feel like I can safely say like that all of us been through the warning signs where you have spiritual people in your family and everything. Like they can tell you like it's the beginning of the last day, this and that, And if you stay up on scripture and all different books and all different societies, it'll tell you this is like this. Because it's been plagues and stuff like that, but not to this level to where it's clearly visible in your face like that.
Not in our lifetime. It's the thing, we haven't witnessed it in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? It's happened. It's happened, but this is something we've never. I mean, for the last few generations ain't witnessed in their own lifetime. You know what I mean?
But everybody says it has that same saying though. This end of the day, so that whole end of days, end of time. So in the 60s, right? People have been used to doing things. Oh, your place, you do it. So when most started rebelling, for certain people, that was the end of time to them. They world was ending. So the world was ending all the time. When the world around you changes, you have to change with it. Your world is ending.
Right. I feel you. Like they look at, I think that's also like a control thing too. If you can convince people, this is what they did in the ancient days. Like people passed down the knowledge of astronomy, and they could predict the different eclipses and all that stuff, because not only did they understand it, their forefathers, they studied it and they understood it. So they took that knowledge and information and told the masses, okay, in this year or this many moons, the serpent god is going to eat the sun, and the only way that you can keep this from happening is if you believe in this and follow the ways of this. You know what I'm saying? And so of course a lot of people wasn't believing it. Then the solar eclipse come, and they like, oh, they was right. You know what I'm saying? And so they got everybody. So they got everybody to believe. Yeah, so they got everybody. But that was just, knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example. That's
thank God that Mayan calendar wasn't right. For damn sure.
The thing is, the Mayan calendar was right. They just misinterpreted. And it didn't indicate the ending of life. It was the ending of era.
Or what? Because they quit writing, black folks write everything on the calendar.
Right.
Today I'm clean. I'm gonna be clean for 30 days, 4 days into it, I'm clean. Like
you realize the Mayan what is it called? Codices or whatever. They only going off of like maybe 2 or 3 discs that they found. They destroyed the rest of them. So they calculating that Mayan shit off of like maybe 1/10 of the information that they had. They found those because they destroyed the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? The codices. No, anything that when I think it was the Spanish, when the Spaniards came over there and conquered them, whatever they didn't understand, like their sciences and stuff like that, they demonized it and they destroyed it. They burned it. You know what I'm saying?
Across the world.
That's any indigenous people. Indigenous people across the planet.
If I don't understand it, I can't control it. If I can't control it, I gotta destroy it.
Right. And if I do understand it, I'm gonna take the credit for it. If I do understand it, I'm gonna say I did.
History is written by the winners. History is written by those. I'm gonna tell you, I can write whatever I want.
Right.
Wonder why
I survived it. Yeah. Okay.
We only got slave rebellions, but no slave revolutions, because we lost.
Right.
This is what
Not all of them. Haiti is an example of one.
Haiti is a Haitian revolution. It don't say the Haitian rebellion; it's the Haitian revolution.
Right, and they won. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because
that's why they still doing Haiti like they doing them today. You know what I'm saying?
Cuba too.
Cuba too. Yep.
Like, you won? Okay, we gonna cut you off from the rest of the world.
From the rest of the world.
That only goes for so far, because as their minds expand, like, you know what, we can reach out to other people. Everybody ain't scared of y'all. Everybody ain't scared of America.
Hey, just for a reference, though, Trump tried to sell Puerto Rico.
What?
He didn't even know it was part of the U.S.
He didn't know it was part of the fucking U.S. Seriously.
I didn't know that, man.
Who's he gonna sell it to?
Somebody down there, like shithole country. You know how you call it?
Oh wow! He's gonna sell it to one of the Central American countries.
Shithole, yeah.
Oh wow!
I didn't know that. He was trying to sell fucking Puerto Rico. That's the property of the U.S. Yes, he was trying to sell Puerto Rico.
That's look. That's funny because he probably was like, "Oh wait, Puerto Rico part of the U.S. How much you think we can get for that?"
I'll take.
I don't know anything down there. What I care?
Right. That's crazy.
Half of Alaska.
Right.
and something off of Hawaii.
You gotta keep that part.
Yeah.
Right. Man, shit is crazy. Shit is so crazy, man.
Hey, I gotta jump off for here though. This has been an awesome podcast. Jason, thank you.
No problem. I'm glad for the invite. I'm glad to be able to join.
I'm glad you're on here too. I'm so glad. Ashton.
No doubt.
Oh, let me promote while I got a second, because my wife.
We going through that segment. We going through that part too. Go ahead.
While you talking, I'm just gonna keep that up there.
Okay.
I like that.
Like I said, Ashton, you know what? Thanks. You're a part of this, and whether you like it or not, you check facts fast as hell. So it is what it is. And
hey, so where can you find that? What was that? That hoodie?
Oh, One United.
One United.
Lala Beauty ETC. It's my wife design.
Okay. Where can we find that online?
Lala LALABUTI ETC.com.
And every order comes with a card too, as well.
I mean, you can't just be putting pictures of my wife all out there all willy-nilly, man.
I'm sorry. Look, okay. Well, I just showed the shirt then. United without division.
Hey, dude.
This is dope as hell. This is what I'm going for too. And she designed the hoodies and stuff and everything for people's podcasts.
Okay, that's
And
what's up. Yeah.
and we actually going to get some more business and everything. But like I said, my bad, Jake. But you know,
Like,
I'm gonna support this way. I'm gonna support this way.
Right. Networking. That's how you do it, man.
Yeah, definitely,
That's
most definitely.
Always.
And she got me good. She got me right with the gear. So yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
support that to the fullest.
Right.
And then
send me a link towards it.
I got you. And then I got another order coming in. Everybody gonna be fitted to a T. And then we gonna rock like that. And then Jason, if you're not busy next week.
What I do, because I be driving, I'm normally downstate, out of state. So if I'm driving, it's at 8 o'clock. I try and schedule so that I can try and make so I can hit the rest stop right around that time. Oh wait, I ain't gonna have no data. Look, my data don't reset till next month. Brother, be like, I run through
Huh?
so I can't even buy no more data. I'm on restriction.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta wait till next month. Yeah, but as long as I got some data on the phone, I jump on there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna just send you invites just like everybody else. You want to jump on anytime? That's all.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. And Ray, thanks.
What up?
Good looking out, man. Good looking out.
Oh, you already know, man.
I was scared, but I see something now, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Terry, thanks for stopping through. You're a smart man. I'm not gonna say why. I hit you up on another tip. You're a very, very smart man. I'm still learning too. I'm still learning myself, man. And then Ashton, I'm gonna get back with you. I need you to resend me that South Park clip, and I'm gonna upload this, and then I'm gonna get everything going. And then y'all don't forget to check out Kevin Hart put out a stand-up on Netflix. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think.
He put what up on Netflix?
He put a stand-up.
He did a stand-up in his living room.
Yeah, he did it in his living room.
You can watch it now.
Yeah, you can watch it now on Netflix.
You can watch it right now on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out now.
Y'all check it out. Tell me what y'all think, and then I'm gonna let this go. Though, good episode, Terry. Glad to have you back. And I know you might have to dip in and out here and there, though. Like I said, smart man. But I'm gonna let this go, and then I'll holler at y'all later. All right.
All right, brother. Y'all brothers stay safe, man. Stay COVID free.
You too.
All right.
Sure.
Bye.